Yo, what is up guys? It's Danny here, and today let's talk about stop killing games and my opinion about gaming as a industry as a whole. Now, when I was little, I didn't have a PlayStation or a console when growing up, nor a computer. I only had was just an iPad. Yes, I was an iPad kid. My first game was Clash of Clans, and that game was a childhood's memory. Like, I could remember me just vividly just trying to upgrade my town hall, and I was always stuck on Town Hall 6 for some odd reason. But anywho, I think it's universal to say that we all love playing games. Whether it's an RPG game, a puzzle game, an FPS shooter game, the list goes on. Any genre of the gaming category I have listed is something we all love playing. And I can't imagine myself killing these games. So let's go ahead and talk about what is Stop Killing Games movement and how this even all started. Now, the Stop Killing Games movement was started by Ross Scott, or his YouTube channel, Accursed Farms, and in his channel, he basically wants to stop publishers from killing their own games, licensed games that consumers have purchased. Now, I don't know about you, but if I paid $60 for a game and the gaming publisher that I purchased from decides to kill it, I'm gonna be like, what the flip, man? Like, I purchased that game for $60 and now they want to remove it completely from me. Now, if I purchase the game and I don't own it, then in that case, pirating isn't stealing. So, if publishers did this to their games and they just killed it and, just revoked the license of consumers' rights of, playing that game, then I might as well just pirate the game because, man, like, what am I supposed to do to play that game? But if we go to the stopkillinggames.com, we can see that they state that it is a consumer movement started to challenge the legality of publishers destroying their games that they have sold to their customers. An increasing number of video games that are being sold effectively as goods with no stated expiration date but designed to be completely unplayable as soon as support from the publisher ends. This practice is a formed planned obsolescence and is not only detrimental to customers but makes preservation effectively impossible. Furthermore, the legality of this practice is largely untested in many countries. And over the past year, Stop Killing Games has successfully escalated complaints on this problem to consumer agencies in France, Germany, and Australia, and have brought forth petitions for a new law on this problem to various countries. As of 2025, most consumer action on this matter has concluded, and we are awaiting decisions on it from several governments. However, there are few remaining avenues left where people can participate if eligible. And as you can see here, the European Citizens Initiative is open. So if you're in the EU, you can go ahead and sign it. And if you're part of the EU, I'm gonna go ahead and link this in the description. If I was in the EU, I would sign like 1 billion times over and over, jokingly. Now, even though the Stop Killing Games movement has reached 1.2 million signatures, there's going to be false signatures as well. Now, I don't know about you, but there's going to be smart people who are going to basically go against this and use VPN. If you guys don't know, VPN just basically disguises where you live, and you can just basically VPN your way to EU and sign this without repercussions. But I don't know how they're going to see if they're going to be using VPN, so I don't know if I'm right about repercussions, but I'm pretty sure they're going to do something to check whether votes are actually legit. But what happened if I tell you that there was a villain in the story? And that villain in the story is Pirate Software. And if you guys don't know, Pirate Software is an indie game studio based out of Washington State and is owned by Jason Thor Hall with other members of the studio in that group. In his channel, he basically reviews a variety of games such as Clair Obscur, Kingdom Come Deliverance, Dune Awakening, and the list goes on. However, there was one video titled Stop Killing Games made by Pirate Software that made everyone absolutely hate him for. And basically in this video, he makes false statements and representation of what the Stop Killing Games initiative is.
Ford does not understand what Stop Killing Games is. Here it is in his words.
So for those who don't understand, the Stop Killing Games initiatives is basically, we don't want single player games
No.
to have DRM that the developers can turn off and thus render the single player games inactive anymore. This is what they want to change. They need to be specific that they're talking about single player games that do not need a server to support them.
No.
And as much as they want it to be about specifically games, whereas a single player game that has always online functionality, it would impact every live service game that exists, instead of just targeting single player, always online games.
No, that's not what it is. Stop Killing Games includes single-player games, but nothing about it is specific to them. He completely made that up, and I have no idea where he got that impression. It's the first line on the website.
The funny part about this is that Pyre Software is a Blizzard employee for, I think, 8 years ago. I'm not sure if that's creditable, but I did see it on the internet somewhere, and I'll try to show a screenshot of that. But there's a lot of fans in the comments that are just absolutely roasting him because he's probably just saying that just to discourage people from signing the petition, because he obviously is against this movement, and he doesn't even know the context of this, which makes it even worse. So now fans are going against him. And if you have big YouTubers that are going against you, like Moist Critical, then it goes to show how Pyre Software is getting a lot of hate in the gaming community as of now.
He didn't even get the Cliff Notes summary right. He missed all the QTEs and got the bad ending on understanding the initiative from the jump here.
So what Pyre Software was yapping about in that fast forward thing that I tried to do in my editing skills, basically focusing that Stop Killing Games is focusing only on single player games, which is not the case. This movement is targeting all games, not single player games, not, multiplayer games, all games that are released by gaming publishers, which I don't understand where Pyre Software got this information from. Like he probably just got something off of his head and just played with it just to deceive others and to basically ruin the initiative of the Stop Killing Games movement.
The initiative is about requiring publishers to have end-of-life plans for games they've sold to customers in the future. So when they shut them down, customers can continue running them without their support. So that's one thing Thor doesn't understand, but he also seems to think this is about converting multiplayer games to single player.
Transitioning an entire multiplayer server-side game into a single-player video game, which means rebalancing the entire experience around single player, rebuilding everything in the entire game. How are you going to do that with Final Fantasy XIV? You're just going to make it a raid soloable? Imagine the day that World of Warcraft shuts down, and suddenly you have to make it a single-player game for every individual that ever bought the game. That's what they're asking for.
No.
Because they would have to sunset live service games as a single-player experience. The idea that suddenly you need to make every single live service game playable single-player offline? No, dude.
Correct. No.
Oh, and if you guys thought it ended there, well, no. So, according to a GameRant.com article, Pyre Software said in a recent Twitch stream that he was swatted on Tuesday, July 1st, and that his and his moderation team has been sent tens of thousands of death threats. And he added that, I'm going to be honest with you, I hope that your initiative gets everything you asked for, but nothing what you wanted, and I'll leave it there. So yeah, basically this Stop Killing Games petition has exploded because of this, because of Ross's initiative on this movement, and I completely applaud that guy that he made this, because man, as a gamer, we all love games. And there's this game called The Crew, which is getting offline as of now because of Ubisoft. Some games are really precious to people and they want to experience that game again. And as a gamer, I do like some old games at certain points, as it brings that nostalgia back. And I can't really defend Pyre Software for doing this, because he wants to quote unquote stop this initiative because it's not really making games good, or I don't even know what he's trying to fight for. But yeah, I don't know. Pyre Software seems to be in a bad predicament in this situation. I kind of feel bad that he is getting swatted and getting death threats. He kind of deserves it, if anything, because man, not only you lie about what the initiative is, you just didn't even try to own up to your mistakes or apologize like, hey, I made some mistakes, I'm gonna own up to it. But no, he decides to let his ego get ahead of him and stick with his story. Well, I already know who's gonna be a gaming hater, but anyway, thank you guys for watching this video, and we are almost reaching 500 subscribers on this YouTube channel, and the grind is absolutely great, man. I love making videos, and I'm wishing to do more of this every 2 days, and maybe possibly uploading tomorrow. But I've been trying to get some jobs, part-time jobs, specifically because I'm not making any money making this video. So this is more like a passion project, and as well as something that I want to improve. So I want to thank you guys for watching this video for its entirety, And if you guys have any criticisms, leave it down in the comments. And if you like this video, leave a like. And if you dislike this video, leave a dislike and leave any comments down below about what you hate. And that is it for me. And I'll see you guys later. Take care. Peace. Come on, man. 100% of you guys are not subscribed. You gotta at least subscribe, man. It's literally free.